Uh, Hello, Ade. How are you today?
Hello Luthfan, I'm fine today. How about you?
Well, I'm fine too. Thank you. So, have you read a book this week?
Yes, of course I am. I just read one book. The title is Flying Flea, Kali, and Me. This is the book. Can you see the book?
Oh, yes. I can see the book. Is that a cat?
Yes, a cat.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And do you read a book in this week?
Oh, yes. I've read a book in this week, about 3 or 4 books, you know.
Yes.
And
And
I've read some of them is uh, comic books, but one of them is novel book, and it's called Solo Leveling. Wait a second, let me show it to you. This this is the illustration of my book. Can you see it?
oh, you read it on online, right?
Oh
Not
yeah, I've
not
read
by
it
a
on
book.
online. No, I'm not buying a real book because actually it's a Korean book that is translated into an English language.
Oh,
So I'm not going to go to the Korea and buy this book. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it. So could you
and
tell me? Could you tell me more about that book?
this book is like for children book, chil- for children, actually
Mm-hmm.
for children, but I read it because it have 80 pages, and the story is about a cat curious about the bird, why the bird is adding twigs into the pile on the tree, and the cat didn't curious again because he, the cat swooped down by the bird, and the bird lay her lay lay an egg into the nest, and one of them have a crack, and one of them egg baby bird can fly, and the cat and her friend help the baby bird to flying. That is the point, I think.
Oh, okay.
And how about your book, Mister? Can you tell it for me?
Well, this book uh, is superpower, a superpower story, action story that contain action, superpower, and adventure. And first of all, I'm going to tell you, uh, in this book, in the word of this book, tell us though their work is appear some kind of portal. People people usually call it as a gate, and that gate is and if you enter that gate or that portal, it leads to a dungeon, and the dungeon is contains some kind of monster and and what you need to do in the dungeon if is you have to you have to clear it, the dungeon. You have to defeat the boss, and you can go outside from the dungeon. People that clear the dungeon usually call as a hunter or the hunter. They have their own guild and party member, And in this story, tell us about the MC, the main characters named Sung Jin Wo, and this Sung Jin Wo didn't have some kind of superpower. Usually, hunters have a superpower like healing, can throw a fireball, can and have a super strength and something like that. And this MC didn't have that superpower at all. He is pure human, and he and people usually call Sung Jin Wo as the weakness guy in the world, and he have to become a hunter because he have to pay a bill for his mother hospital bill. And when he go to a dungeon, he finally he meet he meet a double dungeon, which is a S rank hunter didn't a S rank hunter can finish it. and oh yeah, by the way, in this world, the hunter have their own rank. It's the weakness one is E rank and the strongest one is S rank. And that double dungeon is an S rank dungeon. And Sung Jinwo almost died in there, and he get fainted. And when he woke up, he on a hospital, and some kind of system is pop up in his head. and after that, he the system will make Sung Jinwo become the strongest human. And the system will give Sung Jinwo a test every day to make him stronger. And if he didn't do the test, there will be a punishment. And the punishment is more hard than the test. And for an example, if the text is you have to run about 10 kilometers, do 100 squat, do 100 push up every day. And if he didn't do it in a time, he will get a punishment. And the punishment maybe become a thousand a thousand push up, or a thousand squats. And that's it.
Oh, it it is a fantasy book or it's like a fantasy book, right?
Yeah, it's like a fantasy book.
Mm. I think the story is like a Saitama anime. You know it?
Yeah, yeah, I know, it's almost like it, almost like that.
Oh, I get it because in Saitama it's on a rank.
Yeah. And
And who is the author, Luthfan?
the author is Chugong. He is
Oh,
an he is a Korea guy. And what about your book? What is
my
the
book
author of your book?
author is my book author is Carol Willis and Bill Willis. I don't know about them, but I love this book. I think
Oh, okay. How many pages are there in your book?
in this book is like have 11 chapter and have like 80 pages.
Oh,
And
yes.
how
It's so
about
little.
your book?
Well, my book is it have about 200, 268 chapters in it.
It's not a pages, right?
No,
Chapters.
it's a
That's a
chapters.
lot. Oh, are you
It's a
finished
chapter.
it or
Well,
you
actually,
have finished it?
this is my second time read it.
Oh, you didn't finish it, right?
No, I've already finished it, but I read I read it again.
Oh,
So is that your favorite book, or you have another favorite book?
I don't have another book. This is just just this one English book. I think this is what my favorite book. And you have a four book, right, Luthfan?
Yes, I have already read 4 books in this week.
What is your favorite of your
Well,
four book?
well, the most favorite one is Solo Leveling that I just told you about, and it's a novel book, and others it's actually a comic book. And the comic books actually have uh one of them maybe 100 or 150 chapters in it.
It's a lot, Luthfan. Can you read
Yeah,
it all? Or
actually I can read it all of it. I love it. It's
oh,
easy
you
if
like
you
reading,
didn't.
right?
Oh yeah, I like reading. It's easy if if in one day you didn't do anything, just read the book. You can finish it in one day. You can finish it in one day, dude.
I think I can, Luthfan. I just read book like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, I think. And I think I feel bored, like.
Oh, you feel bored, but I didn't
And
bored at all.
what is the wait? What do you think about the author want to tell to the reader?
Well, I think the author want to tell us to not underestimate it other people, not to judge people from their cover or their look or something like that. And what about what about your books? What the author want to tell you about?
I think the author want to tell like we need help each other and we we cannot be too curious about a people personal life. The people will get mad because the people will be angry if we too curious about their privacy. I think that is the author want to tell to the reader.
Oh, okay, that's a good moral value. Hmm,
Yes.
I'm sorry, Ade. I have something to do out there, and I need to leave this meet.
Oh, of course, that one. And wait second, where do you get that book? Maybe
Oh,
I can buy it
oh, you didn't have to
or
buy
check
it.
the website.
Actually, it's free. You can get it on internet. Just type solo leveling, and it pop out.
Oh, maybe I can read that, but it will take a month maybe.
Okay, you have to.
Okay, Lutfan. See you.
Okay. See you.